everyone. Welcome to America's pregame on the Pulse. I'm Meisha Johnson, taking a look at what's trending. So first up, Derek Jeter has come out and said he's retiring from baseball. That's right. After 19 seasons, almost 2 decades with the Yankees, Jeter's hanging up the pinstripes. Of course, everyone's got an opinion about this. Some are happy to see him go and some are not. This is what Jeter had to say. Well, in a message on Facebook, Jeter wrote, "I could not be more sure. I know it in my heart the 2014 season will be my last year playing professional baseball." Well, say what you want about the Yankees' infamous shortstop, love him or hate him, the fact still remains he's been a major factor in the franchise's success. The question now is, who will be the next shortstop? Those are some big shoes to fill, even though I gotta say, some are predicting the Yankees won't even make the playoffs this year. Guess we'll have to wait and find out. All right, in other news, Michael Sam has been under the media microscope after admitting he's a gay man before performing at the Combine. Some believe it's a monumentous and courageous move, much like Jason Collins as of late. Others say he should have waited. Here's what Metellus Bennett had to say. "One day it won't be such a huge ordeal to state who you are as a person. That day will reveal true progression. Cheers to one." Deion Sanders, he also wrote, "Michael Sam isn't the first gay player in the NFL, although he is the first to come out. Hashtag real talk. Let's show him love like a family member. Hashtag truth." And Drayton Florence wrote, "No comment, but it can be a distraction in the locker room. At least he's open with much respect." Well, much respect indeed. Despite his mediocre performance at the Combine, what Michael did beforehand was courageous. And in my opinion, I think it's great seeing other players rally behind him as an athlete. Hopefully we'll see even more of this in the future, as we've seen in recent past. And speaking of the past, the East defeats the West 163-155 in an all-out battle of the best to the finish. The 2014 NBA All-Star Game was one like we've never seen. And I'm not only talking about it being the highest scoring All-Star game in history. Oh no, we had something else spectacular. We had a fashion show, which, by the way, that happens to be my hat and jacket. And we also had a look-alike contest. The winner, Marco Bellinelli, and the Home Alone actor, the robber. What was his name? Never mind. Moving right along, I still think Blake Griffin looks a lot like Ricky Martin in a way. No? All right, fine. Well, either way, that's what the All-Star Game is all about. All offense, high-flying dunks, and a mix of doppelgangers and a fashion show. Sounds good to me. All right, well, that does it for this edition of America's Pregame, The Pulse. I'm Meisha Johnson. Make sure to tune in next time as we bring you all the latest highlights from what's trending. We'll see you next time. Welcome back to The Pulse, everyone. I'm Meisha Johnson, taking a look at what's trending in our world of social media. And quite frankly, there's something creepy lurking around. It's been around for a while, but just beginning to spook the national stage. For those not in the know, New Orleans has brought something quite odd for Mardi Gras courtside. Yeah, sit through one game of the Smoothie King Center, and their mascot, this king cake baby, yeah, that big infant, is sure to keep you on edge. If it's not the game that'll do it, it's sure to be this thing. Clearly, the Pelicans are looking to capitalize on a whole different kind of sports market. Scare tactic, maybe? Yeah, it's working. Speaking of mascots, a team that did get it right is the Milwaukee Brewers. That's right. A rookie with pedigree, great legs, and perhaps the most popular member of the team. Meet Hanky the Doggy. The straight pooch wandered onto the team's complex looking a little rough. So what did the compassionate hearts do? After a vet check, a bath, and a little lovin', they made him the unofficial mascot, and he's been treated like a Hall of Famer ever since, and may just have a run at MVP, most valuable pet. In other Twitter news, Lance Stevenson poses with $1 million cash in the Pacers locker room. Say what? Yes, so there you go. No doubt, a rare opportunity to see what $1 million in cash looks like in person. But lucky for us, professional athletes are there to give us a glimpse of what lifestyle that most of us will never know. With the Combine coming up, maybe someone will up the ante. Speaking of the Combine, Johnny Football. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Let's move right along. Okay, like I said, at the Combine earlier this week, we've had some of the fastest 40 times documented. Now, is it pure athleticism, or are these phenom athletes getting a little help from their good bud Nike? Well, it turns out Nike provided the defensive backs with hollowed cleat clubs, making them more like spikes. Now, this might explain some faster than normal times by the DBs, but then again, not all of them were that fast. So I guess we'll have to monitor this a bit more closely come their pro day. All right, guys. Well, that does it from this segment on The Pulse on America's Pregame. Stay right where you are because we will be right back.